G'day folks, and welcome to a playthrough of Escape from Project Riese. This is the second storyline in the Zombie Tango Oscar series. The first one was Escape from Stalingrad Z, where this one's takes place about 6 months after the Escape from Stalingrad Z, I believe, with the storyline. And I figured I'll go through the first couple of scenarios there, so that way it's doesn't really do any sort of spoilers, because you're going to have to play these scenarios. One thing they've got is introduced to a basic training manual as well as a field manual. I do love this field manual. It's got your if you want to go more in detail with the rules, it's actually alphabetical order, so you can go through and then it'll tell you if it'll have a summary of an explanation of the rules. If it's not in that section, it will actually tell you where to go and find it. That is good. But you do have a basic training manual where you start. I'm not a fan of bouncing between two rule books, but this does help introduces you through the scenarios and gets you used to the rules and sort of talks you through it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'll leave that up. I'll leave that over here. So what I've got set up is the first scenario, which is the A1 hard landing. As you can see down here, you are playing out of the book, which is the same as the other one. It does state that it can be played on the box 1 to 3 players, but I'm not sure how you play 3 players unless you're controlling the zombies. But there's no real benefit in really having someone control the zombies because you're just moving it. So it is. I would class it as a 1 to 2 player, but I do like it as a solo. To me, I class it as a solo. I enjoy Escape from Stalingrad Z, and I'm hoping this one here is just as good. I have played some of the scenarios beforehand just to test it out, see how it goes, and I'm quite enjoying it. The only thing there may be a bit of an issue is the team control sheet. I sort of have a feeling it might not be, but it's just me that it might be too small to keep all your details on from what you're collecting, but I will find out as I go through on how that travels anyway. So this one's hard landing. I will do some flavor text. I have got it set up, so I'll read some flavor text. It all went wrong so fast. The drop zone was found right on time. From a frosty vantage point in the belly of the big Sterling bomber, a signal in the dark was answered. The 4-engine plane levelled off, slow and straight, vulnerable during the teen's parachute insertion. Whether tipped off or just lucky, a Nazi flak gunner opened up at that moment. The plane's port inboard engine shattered and became a flaming torch lighting the night sky. Somehow, Danica held it steady enough for you to tumble through the joe hole and into the cold slipstream. You delayed opening your canopy as long as possible, peripherally noticing several other dots falling from the dying aircraft. Bright tracer streams flickered overhead, then the hard slam of the canopy opening, and only seconds later, a series of rapid-fire impacts and oblivion. Pain means life, as one of your instructors said. You wake hanging from the tree that probably saved you. Most of your gear and all your weapons have been stripped by the impact of the crash. The moans you hear are not just yours. Rotted, shambling monstrosities emerge into the clearing. All the briefings and photos in the world have not prepared you for the unnatural sight of the risen dead. These ones hunt you, You free yourself from the harness and shroud lines. Flight is your only option. So we've landed on the ground. This one's a bit different to Escape from Stalingrad Z. If we follow the setup here, it says choose your starting character from Group A. And what you have is you have a Group A and you have a Group B. So this one here is asking us to choose from a Group A, which is Sergeant Kelly. I think it's Captain Jackson, Lieutenant Frost, or it might be Corporal Jackson, Lieutenant Frost, or Lieutenant Corporal Ray, and add them to your team. So we've got to pick a character from the Group A. You will find that reading in the basic training manual. It will tell you the steps on it. This will only sort of set you up if things change, because you have like a basic setup which is inside your basic training manual there, and you follow that. If it doesn't state anything different in here, which you'll see as I go through, then you just set it up normally like that. I kind of wish that there was a little bit of paper or a little card or something that you sort of have here without having to try refer back into there what the basic setup is. So I kind of sort of wish it had some little reference card or just a bit of paper that you can have sitting there. What I might do is I might photocopy that part of the rule book there, so that way I can have a small bit sitting there just to help sort of keep that memory, just because my memory is pretty bad. So it'll just help as I go. If you play it often enough, it's probably one of those things that it will come by, like you will pick it up and it'll just come second nature to you. So we have landed. This is where we've landed. So the setup tells us to pick. I've picked Jackson, so Corporal Jackson. So Corporal Isaac Jackson is who I've picked. I've got the board here. These are his experience that we can add to once we sort of cash in the experience points, and we can get abilities. Over here is like a personal objective, where if we complete this, we get, I think it's 50 experience points. I can't remember. I think it is 50 experience points. As well as you got your health up here. These are your active ammo spots. You have your webbing. This is called a webbing here. That allows you to carry 3 light gears. I think they're called light gears. And 3, I think it's 3 one-handed weapons as well. I'll double check on that, but I think it was 3 one-handed weapons or 3 light gears. As well as you got your normal spots here. The other difference that I've noticed is you got grenades here. You've got your ammo, which is the same. You've got your health pack, which is the same. But you've got your grenades here. You don't actually carry a grenade in one of your packs. You just mark it off here, and you can just use it whenever you want, whenever you wish. So you don't need to equip it like you did in the Stalingrad Z. So you can just use it whenever you pick one up if you want to. So that's about, at the moment, the difference that I've noticed there compared to the other ones. This is easy enough to follow your experience points. I love this. Saves writing it down. You can just keep track of as you go there, which is good. So this I love. This is, I think, is fantastic. So I've got Isaac Jackson. It does not tell you what their preferred weapon is on here. You actually have to go hunt that down in the, I think it might actually be in the field manual. So when it comes up to it, you have to come there. Not like the other ones where you can just flip it over and it actually had it written there. Which doesn't matter anyway, because we're not going to have it on this one. So this is the character that I've picked. That's his token there. You still have your facing. So he can only shoot in his active zone, like front forward zone, which is the same as the Escape from Stalingrad Z, so you still need to rotate your token or mini around to the facing. You still have like a line of sight. So the zombies, right now, this zombie here won't be recognized, but this zombie here will be. I'd have to flip it over in a sec. I haven't worried about shuffling them because the forces that we need is one character, which I've got, and it's 5 betas, so I know they're betas. So there's no point shuffling them because the betas do all the beta stuff. they all do the one thing. So we've got that. I've got objectives, so you still have little hints on here as well. You've got things to remember. So I do have objectives. I need to exit at the point marked by the green arrow, which is up here. And do not allow any zombie to activate adjacent to your character. So they cannot activate adjacent. Now adjacent has to be orthogonal to me. So either north, east, south, west. So if they activate then, adjacent to me, then I'll have to restart this mission. I don't have any weapons apart from the fist. You can use your fist, but you're rolling, I think it's a 10. And, excuse me, still getting over a bloody cold. You battle with your fist, but you roll a 10 or higher, and it's a stun, or a 12, and you kill it. So you're very... I would not go attacking because there's not a chance in hell that I'd actually be able to roll a 12 to take out a zombie if I wanted to. It'd probably happen if I don't want to, but so essentially this one you're just trying to pick up gear and get the hell out. There is a couple of well, not couple, but one issue that I have found on the map. And that's your hindering terrain, well, not your hindering terrain, but your obstructed terrain. It's meant to be in a red. So if you have a look here, it looks more orange than red. So it kind of blends in a bit. So I've got one here, one here, one here, one here. They kind of blend in, so you really need to pay attention to it. By memory on Escape from Stalingrad Z, I'm pretty sure they were actually really red. So I didn't really need to focus too much, but being orange, it does make it a bit hard to see it. But other than that, essentially the rules, the hindering terrain affects you the same way. You have still the same movements. You've got to, before you start, you've got to make sure that you're saying that you're walking or running. So you need to make a decision on what you're doing, either standing still, walking or running. So that's all the same. You get locked on. You still roll for initiative. All that's the same. The spawning's the same. They just streamlined a few of the rules. And this one introduces what's called a scratch. So if I'm attacking and I happen to roll a natural 1, not only do I miss, but I get a scratch token. And that scratch token, if I have one, it allows me to use it and re-roll a dice roll. Unfortunately, I can only get 3. Can't get any more than 3. So that is good. So the amount of times I've rolled 1s in Escape from Stalingrad Z, I'm like, it's a killer. But it was fun. It's fun. I don't mind that sort of luck. But going through here, our second objective to pass this one is we need to search the squares marked with O. So it's the objectives, one there, there's one up here. We've got special rules when we're searching. Squares marked O must be searched. Roll on the following table to determine the results. So I can either get nothing, get a torch, I can get a club, and I can get a med kit. Now, there is no club in there. You won't find a club. It's a mistake. I think it's meant to be a knife. I do remember there was a radar out there, and I believe it was a knife, because there was one in, I think it's the next scenario, you can pick up a club. Hang on, I'll just take these off. I think it was a club. Yeah, you can pick up a club. So, good luck picking up a club. You won't find one. You would have to create one. So yeah, so it's meant to be a knife. Minor mistake. I was only lucky enough that I got an errata to let me know that it was a knife, or else I wouldn't have known it was a knife. So there you go, I'm trying to find a club and going, there's no club in here. What the hell is it? What do I get? I just assumed it might have been a knife, because I guess that's the next lowest thing there. But yeah, it's a knife. So I'll get back onto the rules here. So the first time you search an objective, you find a torn musette bag in addition to the rolled result. So we need to read entry number 1 after we do a search, the first time we do a search. So we've got the forces. Also, again, I love this. Things to remember. In a scenario, zombies spawn on the square marked S, which is over here. During setup, draw and place zombie markers on the square marked Z. So they're over here. There's one there, one there. Do not reveal zombie markers until they are in the character's line of fire. Now, line of fire is front, side, back, and side, sort of left and right. So it's all around. As soon as you got line of fire to it, it will reveal. What's the other thing? Searching is a special action. To search an objective square, you must be on or an adjacent to it. Once the objective has been searched, remove the marker. When performing a special action, you get no movement points and no attack action. So it's the same as the other one. When you search, you're giving up all your movement points. Entries can be found in the field manual, which is behind me in the rule book, in the appendix 5. Now we've got spawn. There are no special spawn rules for this scenario. In future, when this occurs, the spawn section will be omitted. So it'll have something there to tell you. We've also, again, you have between scenarios, which is the same as Escape from Stalingrad Z. You are outside the installation and generate no threat. So no threat reduction scenarios are available at this point. So instead of getting, what was it on it? I think it was not stamina, fatigue. You kind of get like a threat level that goes through, that you sort of mark on your team sheet. Have it on, oh it's very white, hang on, I'll do it this way. So you mark it on here, and these sort of happen on your threat, a bit like your fatigue. You got ways of getting rid of it. So that is it. I do have the exit if I make it out, and then I'll read that and I'll move on. So right now, first thing I do, move those out of the way, is I roll for, see who goes first. Now the black I always use for the zombies, and the white is for the heroes or survivors. Now this also works on Stalingrad Z. They get a -4, so that was 11, that goes down to 7, and I'm on 12. So we've got 7 and 12. Now, I'll also make note, if you haven't played the first one, you don't need to have played the first one to play this one, but you probably would later on down the track sort of miss out on a bit of a, I guess, a storyline related to Stalingrad Z, I guess. But if you want to sort of follow through the story, you're better off having the first one and play on. And if you get the new one that's coming out, it has updated rule sets to sort of mimic these rules as well, to get that better flow going with it. So if you are interested in getting the first one, I would recommend holding out, or I think there might actually be a late pledge coming up or already up. Go get the new one instead of the old one, because the rule set will be updated and the mistakes will be fixed. So I get to go first. I'll reveal this zombie because it is line of fire. Line of fire? What's it called? So I'm going to choose to run. Zone of fire. No, line of fire. It is character's line of fire. So I'm going to choose to run. There's no point trying to beat the zombie up. I really don't want to punch it. I'm going to go for this one here. So when you're running, when you're walking, you get 4 movement points. When you're running, you get 8. So I'm going to choose to run. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will stay there. I am running. That goes there. It's my covering fire, which is definitely going to make it impossible to hit, because right now I've got to roll a 14 to stun, and I've got to roll a 16 to hit. It's not going to happen. So that's done. Now the zombies will activate. He is technically, when I moved up here, or here, he would have come into clear sight. So this zombie will move. This one will move. I do like the way the zombies activate now. You just pick the closest one and activate and work back. Before the rules was you started on the bottom left and moved up. So I do like the way now the closest zombie is the first one to activate, closest one to a hero or survivor will activate. So that's the zombie's turn. This moves up and we'll roll again. Alright, so they got a 7, which goes down to a 3. And poor old Jackson's got a 1. Alright, so the zombies will activate. He will move up here, I guess. He'll move there. So they're activated. Throw that up there. No one spawns. I don't spawn another one yet. They're getting pretty damn close there. Now I will activate. I will choose to search. So I'm going to search. I'll get rid of that. I will roll. So that eliminates that. Alright, so I roll a 5. Oh, that zoning, that's probably blurry as. It's blurry. I rolled a 5. I get a torch. Now, I'll grab a torch. That's the torch. These work the same. The torch has I guess a more of a description in the rulebook. But these work the same. These are hand to hand. If you're close, that's the values you need to work on when you're hand to hand. So one when the zombie's adjacent to you, or if it's specified otherwise. And this is what you roll within the distance, which is 1 away anyway. So it's got to be adjacent to you anyway. So it's a 5 to stun, 5 or higher to stun, and a 10 to kill it. Now the thing with the torch is if you equip the torch, I think you lose it after the scenario by memory. I will put it there. I think, oh, it can go on the webbing actually. I'll put it in the webbing. Pretty sure I'll put it there, but I'm pretty sure I can go on the webbing. I'll have to double check that. So that goes there. Yeah, if I was to equip it, essentially I'm walking around with a torch. Actually, I'll read the torch, let you know what it does. May as well get it out. We'll go here to the weapons. Where are your weapons? Oop, On past weapons, I reckon. There we are. Alright, so there's a torch. Torch is small, so I can put it in the webbing and I can have 3 sit in there. A torch is used as both a weapon and to illuminate the surrounding area. So it has a dark element, so a terrain that's dark that affects you, where this having the torch won't affect it. When ready, apply the following special rules. Darkness penalties are negated within 5 squares of the hero. So 5 squares, so I guess, is it round the hero? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe not. Within 5 squares of the hero, so it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how that works. The torch marker must be discarded when either swapped out or at the end of the scenario. So it is on fire. So it's basically, if you get rid of it, you lose it. At the end of the scenario, you lose it. So that's it. That's that. So I'll keep it in there. I don't want to use it just yet. There's no point. It's not dark. Yes, I could probably go there whacking the zombies and hope that I roll a 5 or higher, which probably isn't bad to help build up your experience, I guess. So this will move up, and we will roll again. Oh, I've got to read because I just picked that up. I need to read entry 1. All right, Appendix 5, entry 1, hard landing. Damn, looks like Hale didn't make it. This is his torn, bloody Masset bag. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And a few scraps of webbing. All that remains are shreds of his TP, a crumbled picture of a pretty dark-haired girl surrounded by 5 grinning kids and some socks, stuffed inside, which has a sketch map. The big guy had been a standout soldier, but couldn't cross-country navigate worth a damn. He must have sketched the surface ventilation system of the Riese complex, showing extra details that your own briefing hadn't covered. His well-meaning disobedience of SOP will be his final service to you, though that will be little consolation to his wife and those 5 boys. So we receive Hale's map. Now you have items here which are 0, so it doesn't take up a spot. So you just write it down. So we got Hale's map. I'll put Jackson has picked up Hale's map. Also received a personal objective, Fate of the Fallen, item Hale's family picture. So I don't have that personal objective. If I would have had, I can collect this, and if I have a survivor that has that personal objective later on, I can give that to them and they will go up there, tick off 1 on their personal objective. But I'll receive that. This takes 0 space as well. So this is a personal objective. I'll put personal objective. Fate of the Falling. I'll go Fate of the Fallen. I suppose I could just write number 1 hard landing stuff. Just keep it on that, I think. Hale's family picture. So Hale's family picture. See, it's not all really going to fit on there. So I might just do that. Might just put, that way I can reference back to that. Might do entries. Number 1, hard landing. That should, I should be able to reference back to that, hopefully. So that's that. We roll again for initiative. Jesus. Zombies get a 6 and Jackson gets a 1. There's my rolls. Oh, I love my rolls. They make my gameplays a hell of a lot harder. So he'll move up. He'll move over here. He's going that way. They will spawn another zombie here. He is not a trusty ruler out. I don't think, yep, it goes through there, I reckon. Alright, so he won't be line of sight there. So they're done. I'll leave that up there so I know they're done. Jackson's turn. I think I'll run with Jackson. I choose to run because if the zombie activates now, it'll be game over. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He would have been revealed. So when you turn at 7, 8, I believe. Rotating is 7, 8. Yep. So that is it. There's a 4. This moves up. Oh yes, that's a 3. 3 and a 6. I think I'll choose Jackson to go first. He may as well walk. So 1, 2. I get a 2. Covering fire of 2 on that. He's done. Zombies, he's now closer. He'll go there. He'll go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be closer. That moves up. We go again. Alright, I get a 12. Oh, they get a 9. Alright. I think I might let them go first. Maybe I'll run that way. Bring them around there. And then run back. No, because that'll come there. Oh, I'm going to take a chance here. I'm actually going to activate Jackson. I'm going to search. Because there's the zombies. I'm going to search. 6. I get another torch. I will find that torch. Didn't think I'd get another torch. So I got another torch, which came in handy. I think I might have to equip that torch, maybe. Is it worth equipping it? Maybe not. Keep that there. Gives me 2 torches. I could whack. Go around whacking zombies with it. But it is a 5 and a 10. Alright. I'll leave it there. He's done. Zombies will activate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll activate. This will move up. Here we go. The zombie activates there. It's game over. Oh, thank Christ for that. Alright, there's a 3. And a 12. Which is awesome. 3 and a 12. That was lucky. I will activate Jackson. Zombies do have an area... No, is it area of control? Area control. If I walk into one of their adjacent areas, which is orthogonal, I would have to stop, and I would either have to take them out or I would not be able to move anymore. But when you start in the zone, you're able to get out. So I will probably choose to, because I didn't walk in there, probably choose to walk, I think. I could choose to run and turn, but I've always been a bit unclear on it's turning 90 degrees, class that I'm still walking in the area zone because I'm turning. Technically it probably isn't, but every time I played I always sort of thought that it probably did and just used the backwards. I can move. So I can walk. So I'm going to walk. So I'll move backwards. That'll be 2. And then I can go 4. So he's done. Oh, that's done. So the zombies will go. He'll go there. He'll go there. He'll go there. We'll spawn one here. Nope. And move up. We'll go again. Zombies down to 6. They rolled a 10, so they'll go down to a 6. Jackson rolled a 6. So blurry. So it'll go down to, well, 6, so we've got to re-roll. Alright, zombies got a 9, -4, be a 5. 7 for Jackson. So Jackson gets to go first. I will choose to run. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that's it of that. Jackson made it out, made it away. There's no between scenarios. So the exit, I'll read the exit. The hurried preparations for this op were at least thorough. Once you shake the zombies, a climb up a nearby tree shows the distinctive spires and turrets of the castle built on your objective. Maybe others from your team will make the rendezvous point as well. Maybe you'll find your weapons and gear too. And maybe this damn headache will go away. Maybe. So that's that. Play scenario A2 down the chimney. Just give me a sec while I pull all this off and I'll set up scenario 2. Okay, so I'm back. Got A2 down the chimney. I've started setting some stuff up. Got the zombie pool here. So I'll read through the setup. There are no special rules for the setting up this scenario. Just follow the scenario setup instructions in the basic training manual or the field manual. That's the bit I sort of reckon they should have a little printout. I'm going to photocopy a bit of sheet there just to help me going on it. That way it's always there. The setup and spawn sections only contain special rules that modify the standard rules found in the field manual. From this point on, when there are no special rules for these 2 sections, they won't be shown. So it does simplify a lot of the rule sets on here. Got to pick a character. Jackson starts over here in the A. We've got a zombie pool. We've got 8 beta zombies and 1 armored. Now, The armored has a special rule. It cannot be stunned. It can only be killed. Do have an objective here. Find an entry point into the facility and use it to exit the map. So I've got special rules for the entry point. The square's marked E1, which is here in the green, E2, which is here, E3, which is over here. May be searched to determine if they are a viable entry point. Roll on the table below to determine the search result. If the entry point has not been found, the third search automatically finds it. So if you can't find it here or here, that will be automatically done. Or if you decide to run up here to try find it and then come back, I guess that'll be open. Don't know why you'd run up there. I'd run here and then run that way. So again, the yellow are your hindering terrain, and here's a red here, sort of tucked away that looks a bit orange. If once the entry point has been found, a hero must perform a special action on that square to exit the map. So we've got to be on here to exit the map, or here, or here. So on a 1 and 10, need to keep looking. On a roll of 11 and 12, use a special action to exit the map. It's awesome. So you have to do a search, maybe searched, which you'll have to do a special action to search, and then you've got to do a special action to get out, I presume. The secondary objective is you can pick up a club from the square marked 0, which is here. It's not a club, it's a knife. Or you can pick up the Colt M1911 and one ammo from the square marked 01, which is here. I've put them on because don't have to do a special action there. You can pick up as you're moving through. It'll cost, I think it's a 1 movement point when you're walking and 2 movement points when you're running, I believe. Is it 2? Yep, 2 if you're running. Or 1 if you're walking, and you either got to be on it or adjacent to it. So I figured I'd just leave the weapons items on there, so just to let me know that it's a pickup. Things to remember, actually tells you here, picking up an item costs 1 movement point when walking and 2 movement point when running. You must be on or adjacent to the square the item is on. Only characters in your team may be selected to play a scenario. Presently, your team consists of 1 character. The one you chose in scenario 1. So we have to take Jackson through. Is there a between scenarios? You're outside the installation and generate no threat. No threat reduction scenarios are available at this point. So there's nothing there that I need to worry about. Right now, I just have, I'll scramble these up. I'll flip them over. Let's flip it over first and then I'll scramble them up. That way I don't know where the armoured, oh, I know where that one is. I don't know where the armoured zombie is. Oh, idiot. Let's stop knocking them over, eh? Let's try that. Alright, so I'll throw this over here. The Z there. Z there. And a Z there. Alright, so he's there. He's there. There is no more Z's, I believe. That is it. If you're wondering why I put the rest of the zombies up here, you don't have to. You can sit them up near a pool. It's just on, I'm just used to Escape from Stalingrad Z, where you had like a circle there where you put your zombie markers. So I'm kind of used to just putting that on there. It's not going to do any hinder or any damage going there because you read the exit once you're done. So I can just move them off and read it. Alright, so that is done, that is started. I will read the flavor text. The remainder of the day is spent skulking and hiding, sticking to the ancient pine forest and avoiding groups of the undead. To the west loom the turrets of the castle, marking your ultimate objective. Once, while crossing a fire road, you are nearly surprised by a heavily guarded convoy of Nazi vehicles, but otherwise there are few patrols of the living. Finally, as the sun sets over the snow-shrouded peaks of the Owl Mountains, you reach your destination, a small bunker, already in shadow, at the foot of the ridge, is dominated by the massive castle fortress far above. The wreckage of a recently downed USAA CP-38 lies close by. While its final act was a tragedy for the pilot, it did succeed in taking out the fortified guard post that would have barred your way. The pilot's headless corpse is pinned in the cockpit. Poor bastard's 45 is clearly visible in his shoulder's holster. On the hilltop, the castle shines golden in the dying sun as you creep forward to salvage what you can get inside the aircraft. Alright. So, again, we roll. But at least I can get some gear here. So, I will roll. Alright. Jackson gets a 10. And the zombies roll a 5, which goes down to a 1. Before I go, let's see this zombie here. I won't see that one because of the wall. I might see that one. In there to there. I reckon I'll see that one. I won't see that one. Won't see that one. So that's that. That's the wreckage. I have no idea what that is. I think that might be part of the plane, maybe. I do not know. Anyway, Jackson's going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I might run. I think I might run. I'm going to choose a run. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I will pick the knife up. Throw that there. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8 for the hindering train. So there's a 4, cover of 4. That did get exposed. So did that. Alright, they're all betas. You are meant to, the moment they become exposed, you're meant to flip it. I flip it after I finish. I tend to forget it sometimes. But once I stop, then I remember and flip it. So that's Jackson's turn's done. Zombies will activate. I would class him as being closest. He'll move there. He will go there because he can't go through there. He'll go there and he'll go there. That moves up. And we go again. They get a 9, which goes to a 5. And Jackson gets a 1. So the zombies go first. Nothing I can do there. He'll go here. He'll go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So he'll go there. He'll go there. Don't spawn. Jackson's turn. I want to go there. I need to do a roll. So I might just walk. There's no point running. It'll be a 1. Only have to be adjacent to it at the moment, unless it opens. Maybe I'll go on it. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll do that. That way I don't have to waste too many search actions. So he did walk. That's them. That moves up. We'll go again. Alright, zombies rolled a 5. They go down to a 1. Jackson has rolled a 5. Where's the S1? S1's over here. I might let the zombies go first, I reckon. He'll go down. He'll go down. He'll go down. He'll go down. We will spawn one here. I cannot see him. So they are done. Jackson, I'm going to choose to see if this opens up. So I need to roll a 11 and a 12. 11 or 12. It's a 5. It's not the entrance. Alright, so we move that up. Let's go again. They rolled a 5, which goes down to a 1. Jackson has rolled a 3. Alright. Should I run or should I walk? I might let the zombies go first, actually. Let them go first. This one will go... Oh, that is closer, but they won't walk over that. He'll probably go that way. 1. He might go that way. He might go that way. They probably would have went that way before. He would go that way, I guess. And then he would go that way, I reckon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He'll go that way. And he will go down there. Will he be exposed? Oh, he might not be exposed yet. So they're done. I don't know if I want to go that way. I might walk with Jackson. Actually, I might run. I'm going to choose a run. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I didn't get far out of that. Did not get far out of that at all. That moves up. That is done. Let's roll. Oh, he's popped up. All betas, so I haven't got the armored yet, which is good. Zombies roll 11. So that goes down to 7. Jackson rolled a 1. So they go first. They move there. They come back. I could bounce him in there because he is closer going that way. He'll go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go either way. So I might send him that way. Spawn S2. Where's S2? S2 is... Where's S2? Not there. Not there. Where's S2? S2? S2. Oh, up there. Yep. Oh, there's the armoured. He's awake. He's come in. I can't use the covering fire there because they got to be adjacent with the knife. Jackson's turn. Oh, yuck. Where am I going with this? If I move in there, I must attack that. And I can run that way maybe. I'm going to walk. So I'll walk. I'm going to attack. I'm going to use my knife. Attack that beta. Alright, I rolled an 11, which I only needed to roll a 4 or higher to stun it, or a 7 to kill it. I do kill that zombie. I move that there. That is a 1. Attack. So that was 1. I am walking. 1, 2. He will attack. So 1, 2, 3, boom, 4. Maybe. I think I'll do that. I think I'll go. Actually, I think I'll go this way. 1, 2. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. Ugh. I'll do that. I'll go. I'll go 1. That's 2. That's 3. And I might stay 1, 2, 3. Oh, gonna be lying a thing there. I'll go that way. Alright, I'll stay there. I'll go 1 up, I think. I'll go 1 up. There was 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go there. It moves there. Alright, let's give this a shot. 7, which goes down to a 3. And Jackson rolled a 2. Rolled a 2. Alright, so this zombie will go here. This zombie will go 3. It could be both, but I want to go there. I want to send him there. I'll send him down there. I'll send him there. You can go there. You don't spawn. Jackson's gonna... Oh, I don't want to walk. I want to run, I think. Can't run. If I run, I get a +2. So I need to roll high. If I run, I have to roll a 6 or higher. Chances of that. I think I might stationary. I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna stay stationary. So I will get. I do get a -2 on my what are they called? I don't think what they're called. My attack modifiers. So instead of a 4, it'll just be a 2 or higher, or a 5 to kill. So I will do that. I'll stay stationary, and I will attack that beta. Alright, so I get a 7, which is a kill. I'm not moving. So that is it. We move up. Go again. Alright, so they rolled a 10, which goes down to a 6. And Jackson rolled a 10, which is good. I might let them go first, actually. No, I won't, actually. I don't think I will, because he'll come in. I'm going to go first. Jackson's going to go first. I'm going to run with Jackson. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The zombies will go. Where would they go? They'll probably go this way. It is hindering terrain. They won't cross it, but they will go to the closest one. I presume they will go there. I don't know if they'll probably move that way, actually. I think they'll go there. I don't know if they'll actually go to the train because they won't be able to get me to the train. I think they'll go that way. He'll go that way. He'll come down there. That's that. That's the zombies. That moves up. Go again. I got an 11. And they got a 7. Which goes down to a 3. 2, an attack maybe. 1, 2, 3, an attack. I might let them go first. He'll go there, he'll go there, he'll go there, he'll go there. Spawn on S2. They are done. I will walk. 1, 2, 3. And I will attack. Trusty knife. Oh yeah, I got an 8. So he is gone. Jackson's on fire. Jackson is really good with this knife. I do have one more. Shall I take the chance? I'm going to be locked in there anyway. I might take the chance. I'll go there. I'll see where I go. This moves up. Go again. Get that out of the way. Alright, so they got a 5, which goes down to a 1. I got an 8. If I walk, I'd go 1, 2, pick that up for 3. Maybe I'll go 1. I'll do that. I'm going to walk. So I go 1. I'm going to attack zombie. Oh, and an 8. Oh, I love it. I love this. Love it. You are dead, my friend. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I will pick this up for 4. I don't have an ammo. It doesn't come with an ammo, does it? Oh, it does come with an ammo. So maybe I'll swap that. I do get an ammo. These are little things. I'll try the weapon. The weapon's got a 4 on it. So that is done. It's the zombie's turn. He'll move up. He'll move down. He'll move there. That goes there. We'll roll again. I need to get up there. Oh, crap. They rolled an 11. Which goes down to a 7. And Jackson rolled a 5. That's not looking too good. He will he'll go up there. He'll go down there. He'll go there. S2. We are spawning on the S2. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're done. Oh, don't move that up. I've still got to have a go. I might That's nuts. What am I going to do here? I can go sideways step running. Can't do it. One square sideways. Can't do it. 1, 2. I can't do it. 3, 4. Oh, he's awake and he's awake. I think I might walk. If I step back 1 and go that way. No, not through there. I might go... If I step back 1, I could shoot. I'll do that. I will walk. I'll go 1, 2. It is 2 backwards, I think. Yep. I'll fire. And shoot the beta. There goes my ammo. I rolled a 1. Good thing about rolling a 1, I do get my first scratch token. But that is it. I have no weapon, no gun. I may as well change to my knife. I might go, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Crap. That goes there. Alright, here we go. The other dice roll, I guess. Oh, I got it. They roll a 2. It comes down to a 1. I am a 7. I might run. I can't sidestep running, so I've got to turn. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I won't be able to get out. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Either way, I'm not going to be able to get there. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might be better. All right, I'm going to run. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. That's a 4. He's done. Fortunately, he'll go there. He'll go there. He'll go there. He'll go there. So that's that. Now this moves over to here. I don't get any experience points when I kill now. So there's no real major point in killing the zombies unless to thin the herd down. I need to do something. They rolled a 6, which goes down to a 2. Where's that 2? There it is. And I rolled a 6. So I will walk. I will choose to walk. I need to rotate this for 1. So I'm going to at least have a weapon. I've got a knife. That's 1. That's 2. I will attack. I've used 2 movement points. Alright, so I rolled a 9, which is good. He's dead. So that's an attack. Should I stay there or should I go? I might go. Might move here. Maybe. Alright, so he's done. The armored will go there. He'll go there. He'll go there. That moves up. Here we go. This could be it. This could be it. They got a 6, which goes down to a 2. Lucky. Goes to a 2 because Jackson rolled a 3. That's good. That's a 3. If I roll it, if I stay still, I could probably thin this out a bit. I need to thin it out a bit. I really do. So I might stay stationary. So I'm not moving. I do get a -2, so I'm going to roll. I can't stun it, so I need to roll a 5 or higher. Oh, got a 12. Love it. All right, goodbye, Armoured. You are gone. Done. Zombie's turn. Doesn't really matter which one. Might do this one. I don't. Yeah, I'll do this one. That way I can stay there. That way I can run up. That moves up. Here we go. Oh, 2 1s. We roll again. Oh, a 10, which goes down to a 6. And I rolled an 8. May as well be stationary again, I think. May as well. I'm going to stay stationary. I'm going to attack. Good thing there's not a time limit on this one. Alright, so I rolled a 5. Because I'm stationary, I get a -2, which is a 5. So you are gone. You've attacked. I'm done. He will move up. And we will spawn over here, which won't see. That moves up. Roll again. Oh, got a 4. Lucky. That goes to a 1 because Jackson rolled a 1. I get to roll again. All right, Jackson rolled a 5. They rolled a 4, which goes to a 1. Jackson gets to go again. I'm going to be stationary again. May as well. Or maybe I should walk. I'm going to walk, actually. I'm going to walk. I need to roll a 7. Or higher. Oh, I got a 3. I want to use my scratch. I'm sure we'll get more of them. I save it for 1. It doesn't do anything, so I've missed. I'm walking. It's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. No, I will use my scratch. So give me a re-roll, which I rolled off over there. Hang on, I'll just grab it. Oh, that's a 5. All right, well, I did. So I am walking. He is unconscious. So I have to take penalty here, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep, I'll do that. So zombies go. Maybe not. He'll wake up. He'll come down here, which then we'll see. There's nobody else there. That will move there. We go again. So 7, which goes down to a 3. And it's a 6. There. That's a 6. I think maybe I should roll there. I think I will search there because I can be adjacent. So I will still roll there. I'll forfeit my movement points. What do I need to roll? 11 or 12? I rolled a 10. So it's not there. So I might mark it that that's not there. That's not there. They're duds. I cannot get in there. They're sealed shut. They are done. Zombie's turn. He'll move up. Well, actually, he'll go up. He'll move up. And we will spawn. I'll get these. They will go there. Alright. So that. Where does he spawn at? He spawns at S2, which is up here. Got a beta. That goes there. Now, if you aren't familiar with these games, if you've got the miniatures, you still have to use these tokens. That way, you've kept them hidden. The zombie's hidden because it is a hidden movement. But once they're revealed, you replace them with the minis. So once you reveal whatever zombie it is, that miniature will go there, and then away you go, and you just put that token aside somewhere. So that's how you play with the minis. So that's that one. That round's done. We will go again. Oh, this is gonna hurt. That is a 12, which goes down to an 8, and this is a 3. It is going to hurt. Alright, so I get locked on, which I will automatically turn this way. Hello, zombie. We are now locked. We are looking into each other's eyes. Moves there, moves there, and nothing gets spawned. So I must unlock. I have to unlock. I have to use the hand-to-hand because we are close, which is a good thing I got the knife. So that's a 4-7. So I must roll a 4 or higher to break this lock. Before I do that, I need to choose what I'm doing. I think I will choose walk because I can move backwards diagonally. Try to get out. I will choose to walk. So I need to roll. So I've got to roll a 4 or higher to break it. And I rolled an 11, which is good. So that is broken. So I am walking. That's an 11. I think I will attack him to get rid of him. Or should I? Actually, I probably shouldn't. I should just step back. So that'll be 3. I am walking, so I'm not attacking. So I will go back. That'll be 1, 2, 3. I think that'll be 4 because I'll have to take the hindering terrain. Because if I take this train here, I'll be in his zone of control there. I dare say that would lock me in. So I'd probably have to take this penalty here. So that gives it 1. It'll be 3, 4. Because I am walking, I do get cover too. I believe that's how that works. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe that's how that works. I will roll. See who goes first. Oh, this moves up. Yep. Alright. So Jackson rolled a 9. Zombies rolled a 3, which goes to a 1. What I might do, because I've got covering fire there, I'm going to let the zombies go first. I'm going to let this beta here go first, and I am going to attack. I do get a +2, so I need to roll a 6 or higher. I rolled a 7, which is good, because he is stunned. Because I'd also would have to roll to kill him. I'd have to roll an 8. So he is stunned. Now, he'll try to go there. If he doesn't go there, he will go there. He will go there. And that is the zombies done. I did attack, so that goes there. It is Jackson's turn. I can't activate that yet because I'm not adjacent. So I may as well war... Oh, geez. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1. Yeah, I may as well walk. I'm going to attack. I will attack. That zombie is stunned, so he gets a -3 attack modifier, I believe. Where is it? Yep, -3. So I need to roll a 1, which is a miss. I don't want to roll a 1. So at least a 2 or higher, because if I roll a 1, it's an automatic miss. So I want to roll a 2 or higher. Alright, so it's a 9. So he is gone. I don't get any points for him. Unlucky. So that is 1. 90 is 1 when you turn. Yep, 1. That will be 2, 3, and 4 for the hindering train. Boom, like that. So he is done. That moves up. Zombies go. Well, not zombies go, but initiative roll. All right, they get a 1, which is good. Jackson rolled a 5. Look, Jackson's going to go. I may as well let Jackson go. I'm going to... That is an automatic open. It is unlocked. Because if the entry point has not been found, the third search automatically finds it. So I will search, which automatically finds it. He does forfeit his movement points, but he doesn't need to roll. I guess at a bit of shits and giggles, see what I would have got. Get a 4. It doesn't matter. That is found anyway. Zombie's turn. He will move there. He will move there. We will spawn up here, which will go like that. And that goes there. Alright, roll again. Zombies had an 8. They go to a 4. And that was a 7, that was. That was 7. I do not lie. That is a 7. He gets to go. I will do a search action, which will get Jackson off the map and into... where am I going? Going into 1, into the entry point. So he's off. That is that. I'll move these off. I will read the exit flavor text. The light in the valley is almost gone as you lower yourself into the deeper darkness of the vent tunnels. A warm breeze wafts up, smelling of diesel and ozone rather than the darkness you expected. From below, light pulses faintly and you head towards it. Heavy blasts baffles open to allow exhaust, threaten to block your path. Initial despair turns to elation as, having navigated past a sump pit, you notice the bottom louver has been loosened. You can remove it and pass through. Someone, maybe a teammate, has been here already. You crawl on with renewed vigour, wondering what awaits you inside. The story will be continued for this chapter in the introduction of Scenario 5, Impromptu Rendezvous. Meanwhile, play Scenario B1, Best Laid Plans. Alright, so what that actually means is that is it for Jackson at the moment. Jackson is where he is. He's living the dream. And we will move on to, next time I will move on to B1. B1 is, I'll show you, it is where we are introduced to the second character that you can choose from in the B group, which it tells here. So this is Best Laid Plans, as you can see here. This will be the next scenario. that I'll play next time. You do have the setup, which tells you that you have to choose from Group B. And once you've done that, you go ahead and set up. It'll tell you place, what does it tell you? Well, it doesn't have any other setup rules apart from place barricades. That's a new terrain out there that I'll explain at the time when we get up to it. But again, you just do the basic setup and away you go. So that is Escape from Projekt Riese. The first two scenarios where I've taken Jackson through, he's gone down. The next two scenarios, next two scenarios will be the next character, and then the fifth scenario will be all of them together. So I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. I hope you have got your copy and sort of playing it and enjoying it. I am having a good time with it. It hasn't disappointed me yet. I'm not that far into it, but from what I've been playing so far, I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story. I've enjoyed playing it. So yeah, I've just been enjoying it. It hasn't sort of failed me yet. So it's good to see that it's still going just as good as or probably a bit better than the first one. Because there is a lot more stuff here that you can do and sort of interact, which you'll get to know with the barricades. But yeah, so that's Escape from Projekt Riese. The second storyline in the Zombie Tango Oscar. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Happy gaming.